All right, I'm gonna bring up your first comic. Somebody give me an R, hell yeah! Hell yeah! You guys are fucking great. Your first guy is a local comedian. He's very, very funny, and part of what we love about doing these shows in each town is we get to bring local talent out and see what they fucking do on stage, and it's great. Please put your hands together for Mr. Josh Arnold, everybody.
Here's the thing. Last week, I got this zit on my nose. It was gigantic. It was right in the middle. Just this big red, round, won't you guide my sleigh tonight zit. And that pissed me off. Because I feel like when this starts, this should end. You know what I mean? It's not fair. I shouldn't be talking to some pharmacist like, hey, do you guys have a Rogaine Proactive combo? Last time I got my haircut, I sat down the chair. Lady goes, you like your hair long in the back and short in the front? I was like, what, like a mullet? She goes, bi-level. Yeah, bi-level? Is that the technical term for a mullet? She goes, we're not allowed to call them mullets. People with mullets are offended by the word mullet. You want to keep that mullet, sir? Bi-level, thank you very much. And don't call this a wife beater, this is a sleeveless domestic dispute shirt. I play minor league hockey. I met the drummer from Rush. You show some respect. Found one of those 6-inch mega hairs growing up my ear. It's always fun. It's like, fucking how and why? I pulled it and it was super strong and clear. But I was like, this can hold marlin. So once a month, I'll just be like, what the has this been here for 10 years? And nobody said shit? Or did this just grow in the last 3 seconds? One time I swear I did this. Oh my God, the center of my forehead. I was afraid to pull it. I didn't know what it was connected to. I didn't want to be like, tink. Oh, now I can't spell. I'm overweight, if you haven't looked up here yet. You've seen fatter. You've seen fatter. Get it? I'm not like crazy. I'm like half fat. I'm fat from here to here. The rest of me is awesome. My legs are beautiful. They're gorgeous. I wish you could see them. They're very fit and thin. But up here, I'm real wide and big. I'm built like one of those popsicles that has the 2 sticks. You're supposed to break apart and share, which I clearly never did. I'm gonna make it out. I joined a gym. I walked in, the lady goes, what areas of your body are you looking to improve? If you can't tell, you can't help me. She was like, what are your fitness goals, sir? Well, I'd like for when my shoe becomes untied for it not to be such a tragedy. Like to come home with a bag of Taco Bell and not find 4 sporks in it. It's like, oh, fuck, they thought this was for a family. I met my friend's baby for the first time. She is all fat. She's the fattest thing. I know she smiles and her cheeks push her eyes closed. What do you feed her? Oh, I breastfeed. What comes out of those things? Toaster strudel icing? Oh, she'll lose that weight when she starts crawling. Yeah, if she starts crawling. Her parents don't even carry her. They hold her up by the arms and walk her like a keg. You gonna help me with this shit? I went to my niece's elementary school track meet. There were fat kids everywhere. I didn't say snack meet. I said track meet. I don't know why. There were some, but they were out on the field getting ready, doing, you know, stretches, like toe touches, and, well, shin touches. Standing jacks. Then there was this one fat kid giving a piggyback ride to a skinny kid. I was like, oh, maybe there's a new event where the skinny kids are going to ride the fat kids around the track, and we get to bet on it. And they're off. Out of the gate, it's Chocolate Milk Mustache, followed by Jiggle All the Way. Against the rail, it's Sweats While Reading. On the far outside, it's Never Any Leftover. Trampoline Destroyer is a length and a half behind. And at the back of the field, it's Swims in a Shirt. Come on, Swims in a Shirt! Half fat. Single, it's fun, I like it. I got into a fight with an ex-girlfriend a couple weeks ago. That's the emotional equivalent of picking a scab, isn't it? It's like, oh, this is healing nicely. Whoops, nope, still hurts, bleeding. Or it's kind of like when you fart in the shower and you feel like you have to start all over again. Oh. I used to be Foghorn Leghorn, Six Flags. It was pretty wild. You can kind of see it, can't you? It works. It was a good gig, man. It was funny. It was awesome. Exactly. Like a walk around just in this giant thing. Like the head, like the costume where like it was just this big costume, and then the head would come up here and the eyes were up here, and I looked through the gobbler. And sometimes I would forget, like people would take pictures like, oh, peekaboo, Foghorn, and I would just be like, why the fuck does he have a tracheotomy? If the light hit me in the right way, you could see me. Like you could see me in there, and I would just watch. Like every day, I would at least see one kid just lose their innocence as they're looking at me, like, "Hey, Foghorn!" And then zing, and they just see me sweating, just like, like, oh. Country kids loved me, man. Little hillbilly children love Foghorn Leghorn. They love, like most of the kids were afraid of them, but I guess they're raised on Looney Tunes essentially, and they would come. And this is when that job is when I realized hillbilly kids talk like grown men. They're just born speaking full sentence. Foghorn Leghorn, as I live and breathe. What are you ever gonna do with that old dog? Like, it's unbelievable. Talk to a rural, like, little hillbilly. Like, oh, you got a new tricycle? Yep. This economy don't turn around, I'm going to put her back on the market. I bought it to impress old Andrea Hall, but she ain't interested. Sometimes the mind don't get what the heart wants. Fuck, aren't you 4? Get back to the gas station. What are you talking about? Carburetor. I don't have any kids myself. I like them, just not ready to be a parent. I want to have daughters when I do have kids. I think that'd be fun. Like, it's going to be difficult, but I feel like if I have a girl, it's just my job to love her. I just have to love her and spoil her. If I have a boy, I have to teach him how to do boy things, and what if I suck at it? I don't want to be at the Little League field. Hey, which one's yours? Oh, he's the one making a bracelet out of weeds. My parents were good. 4 boys. Never killed any of us. I don't know how they had certain techniques. They would, like, parent-teacher conference time would roll around. What do we need to know before we go to your school and find out what you've been doing wrong? Like we were just going to snitch on ourselves. One time my dad goes, Josh, what should I know before I go see your teachers? I go, well, my pre-algebra teacher has amazing boobs, so don't let mom catch you staring. He's like, that's not funny. Then they came back from the meeting. My dad pulled me aside and goes, thanks for the heads up. Wasn't easy to concentrate. I guess that explains your C-. My mom came in, she goes, your math teacher says sometimes you won't go up to the board when she asks you to. And I goes, honey, I think I understand, son. It happens. It's natural. Take a book up with you. If boners, that's where I'm going with that. I thought you knew. I just couldn't tell you if you didn't think it was funny or if you didn't know. I think every guy knew I was just those pesky out of nowhere high school boners. Did girls know that was happening? You had no clue that in every classroom you were surrounded by 13 hard-ons? Just an army of the world's angriest denim pushers? They were there. When I was in high school, I had hard-ons more than I had hard-offs. Or soft-ons. I don't know what the... Thankfully, those would, like, they go away at a certain age, you know what I mean? Like, those out-of-nowhere ones stop, which is good. Well, every now and again I'll be on an airplane or in the ocean, like, what the fuck is this? For the most part, they end, which is good. There's no grown-ups when we're stuck in some board meeting, like, Dennis has a PowerPoint presentation. Dennis? Me? Now? You want me? Carol, you want to go first? No? You fuck. I can't, sir. I can't. I can sit here and I can point to the screen, or I can stand and point. Whatever I have a huge boner, don't fire me. Guys, that's my time. It's been a pleasure doing some jokes for you. And, oh, thanks. That was my fault. I was awkwardly dismounting. I'm happy to read an excerpt now from Power Moves here, Carl's fantastic book. I'd like to do that now. This is, let's see here, 2 Live Carl.
Yeah!
Oh, familiar with this section? It's, I'm not, so we'll see.
He picked it, not you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, so. December 2nd, 2010 through February 4th, 2011. Well, actually, this is just the Thursday, December 2nd, 2010. Me and Ann decided that since I was healed up from the heart attack, it was mild, it didn't even really count, that I should probably move back in with Dave. Things weren't working out well for me at home anyway. Everybody was real nice for a while, keeping quiet when I was watching football, treating me with respect and not making rude comments about my fitness or style, all the things I deserve. Then about a month ago, Ann and the kids went to the mall, so I decided to kick back with a couple brews from my secret stash in the shed. No alcohol was part of Ann's rules while I was getting well and living in the house. Other bullcrap included no chips and us going to bed at the same time, 10:30. It was fine for a while when I wasn't 100%, but when I'm healthy, my body craves a few cold ones, some snacks, and a little nightlife, you know? Not diet root beer, baby carrots, and early bedtime with my wife wearing a flannel nightgown and covered in face crap. So a few weeks ago, I had a few brews I stashed in the shed and started feeling like my old self. Cranked up Van Halen's Top of the World. I was doing spin kicks, going bonkers, really letting loose. Felt so good. Worked up a mean sweat. No one was supposed to be home for another hour, so I went down to just my unders and no shirt. It's nice to feel free in your own home. Just like a man. Guess I lost track of time because Ann and the kids came back earlier than I expected. I was on the floor doing some Eddie Van Halen moves to pound cake. where you thrust your pelvis in the air and have your shoulders on the ground, wailing on your axe. It's classic Eddie. The fly on my DVDs was a little stretched out, though. My peener snuck out. That's when they walked in and made a big scene. And made me show her where my beer stash was, and I had to dump them all out. My daughter started calling me perv 90% of the time. My son started pulling out his business in front of company saying, "I'm daddy!" And there was another rule instigated, added to the list that Ann put on the fridge. Trips to the store include the whole family and Carl. Basically, they decided they didn't want me there anymore, and I agreed. Just need a little breather until they can appreciate me again. Guys, make sure you pick this up after the show.
Keep it going for Josh. Come on, give him another fucking hand. They won't read these before they get up here. That's part of the fun. It's like, surprise! Look what you're eating.